Alright, I think we're up. Hey everybody, welcome aboard. Captain Mike here. Today we're going to run a Qantas flight, Flight 436 from Melbourne to Sydney. They did this ride in an hour and 33 minutes in the real world. We'll see just how close we can come to that. Aircraft's cold and dark. I did a little bit of work to see if I can reduce the stutters from the last ride. See if that's going to work any. Alright, with that said, let's get going. We're cold and dark. DC battery selected to bat. DC battery switches on guarded. Standby powers auto guarded. Alternate flaps are off guarded. Fuel pump switches are off. Wipers are set to park. Hydraulic pumps electric 2 and 1 are off. Landing gears down. We've got 3 green and we've got 3 green on the aft overhead. Weather radar is set to test. Master caution reset. Fault in op test. And overheat fire. Alright, ground power is available. Let's get on ground power. Confirm with the AC selector. Let's get set for unconditioned air. And galley power is on. IRS selectors. Let's get those aligned. Emergency exit lights are armed. Air conditioning back there is fine. Let's enter our present position. Oh, let me give you the CDU. Hey Jackson, how's it going? Alright, so you've got that. Let me take that back. So we are at YMML. YMML. Right, and the IRS is picking that up. Didn't take that. There we go. Alright. Now, flaps are up, and showing up. Let's give them the position lights. Let's get some brake pressure in here. One of these days, I'm going to remember to grease these rails. I think it depends on the angle, but I definitely need to grease them. Alright. That's good. Alright, that takes care of the originator flight. I don't know, the flickers came out of nowhere last go around. I don't know what's going on. Maybe their servers are getting hammered, because the few rides I did before that were like butter. So I don't know, very weird. Hey Toga, how's it going? Microsoft Flight Sim is running beautifully. No, well, it's in my home, but the Flightdeck was built by Flightdeck Solutions, Canadian company. Alright, let's continue with the pre-flight. Leading edge devices test. Service interphone is off. Reversers are extinguished. EEC switches are unguarded. Crew oxygen is 14,000. Passenger oxygen is normal. Guarded. Flight recorder test. Lock speed warning test 1 and 2. Stall warning. Too early for that. We'll come back. 3 green on landing gear. PSEU is out and oxygen flow is good. And lights test. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Oh, thanks, Toga. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is some flight deck. Alright, flight controls A and B are unguarded. Alternate flaps are off guarded. Spoilers A and B are unguarded. Yaw dampers on. VHF nav is normal. IRS is normal. FMC is normal. Source select is auto. Control panel is normal. Fuel temperature is fine. Cross feed check. And our AC/DC panel is set. Equipment cooling supply and exhaust is normal. Emergency exit lights on. No smoke and seatbelt signs on. Window heat. And let's run the overheat test, TAT test. Wing and engine any ice are off. Electric hydraulic pumps 2 and 1 are off. 3 entranceways are open. Test, test, test in the flight data recorder. Pressurization panels all zeroed out. Good thing, being that we're at the gate with the door open. Air conditioning back there is fine. And let's reset the master caution. Overheat test. Master air conditioning and wing body, very good. We are set for unconditioned air. Today's ride is 370. Alright, and let's check our outflow valve. Alright, that's good. And our lights are good. We'll use the left igniter for this ride. Alright, let's do ATIS clearance and then program the flight management computer. Oh, now I got to bring up SayIntentions. I didn't bring that up. I usually forget something. Let me go bring that up. Let me see. What did I miss? I got that. Hey, Chris. How's it going, man? Flight Sim World's doing pretty good today. Having a pretty good, well, a little flicker here and there, but not too bad. On the news, really? Oh, I'd have to go take a look, Jackson. I'm not sure about that. I heard about the last one. Oh, it's terrible. Yeah, eating candy is right. All right, let me get SayIntentions up here.
Is that for the restriction at George, or that's just your normal speed in the climb out today? Normal speed. 08, Roger, thank you. Center Jet 434, 62, flight level 230. No faster than 250. Jet 434, thank you. Just picked up a strong signal going right over Brown. Jet 434, thank you for that report.
Always forget something. All right, now let's see. What else did I miss here? Like that. I got that. I got that. Oh, happy birthday, Chris, man. Hope it's a good one. It was diving upside down. Wow, yeah, that's not good. Oh, Toga, no, I'm not on VATSIM. Let's get ATIS in here now. ATIS is 118 flat. Okay.
Density altitude 1700 feet.
What do we have here?
Arriving and departing runways 1609er.
Yeah, we're using runway 9.
Melbourne International Airport.
1018.
Uniform 01000. Have okay. Temperature 26. Dew point 13. QNH 1018.
What's current? They don't tell us what's current. All right. Clearance is 127.2. Let's go to clearance 2. Let's get clearance on here. Let me move up. Oh, come on. I just found where the other seatbelt is. I've definitely got to make a note right here. Grease. Rails. I keep forgetting. But now it's really starting to get annoying. Put that back in there. I have the lower seatbelt tucked in, and then I have the Velcro strap over it so it doesn't bang around on anything. That's why the seatbelts have been removed, because I don't beat nothing up here. Alright, and we are on what, 127.2. Clearance, good morning, Qantas 438. Looking for IFR clearance to Sydney is filed. And I'd give you information, but you didn't give us one. And give me... No why the frequencies don't work all that great out here.
Qantas 436, Melbourne International.
Yeah. And? Alright, so uniform is current, so they must be working on stuff, I would think. Because it didn't give us info on the way out. Let's see if we can repeat that to them, see if this is going to work. Information is current, cleared to Sydney. After departure, fly radar vectors to DOSEL, then is filed. Climb, departure runway 09er. Initial climb to 4,000. Departure on 129.4. Squawk 1615 for Qantas 436. Let's see if it's going to pick that up. I don't know, reality trailers. We're going to see if the flickered gremlins are still hanging around.
Qantas 436, read that correct. Contact ground on 121.7 when ready.
1217. We're on 121. Oh no, we're not. 1217. Okay. Let's get that on there. So ATIS clearance and we'll program the flight management computer. Let me just see if we're going to get transmissions here. Alright, let's see if that has any. Alright, good. Alright, so you've got the load data sheet and you have the CDU as well. Okay. Oh, that's what was on the news, Jackson? Hey, Rodney. Alright, let's get going here. And route YMML to YSSY. Why? Because that's where we're going. Alright, is QFA and 0436. Here we go. And we've got runway 9 on the way out. And we're going direct DOSEL, so on the way in, we've got 16 left, so we're going to have a decent taxi on the way in. And Rivet 4. Rivet 4. 16 left, and alright, let's have a look at that. Alright, DOSEL. And that's going to be 37099, the first one. Ebony is up next. Oop. And that's going to be 36. Yeah, that's that. Aran. And that's going to be 3553. That's good. No nup. Colin. Taro.
Actually, the wind is 190 at 20, actually 28, 14233.
And that is 3431. That's the one we want. And then we're into Rivet.
Probably runway 23.
Bigham, Tammy, Boogie, TSAT, and then from there we would get vectors from TSAT to come in on 16 left, but we're going to swing up and around and then come on in. So that looks pretty good. And then the hold. Alright, let me give you well, you know what? That's done. Let's do our weight. So you can have that. Let me have that back. Let's get our weight and fuel in now. So let's go to menu. Payload. Our zero fuel weight is going to be 134.6. Fuel is going to be 17.9. Alright, and zero fuel weight, 134.6. I'll final reserve this ride. 6909, so 7.0. Cost index this ride, the CI is 18. Cruising at 370. Cruise winds. Let's go to top of climb. 312 at 8. And it's already got our OAT in there. We're not going to derate. And that's 25.6, flaps 5. Now runway 9 has an upslope of 0.2. And the heading is already in there. Let's get the winds. Too far, Louis. 110 at 6. Alright, that all looks pretty good. So trim is 477 and the engine out is 151. That's looking pretty good. And let's go in here. See, the winds are already in here. No, they're not. Let's request them. Looks like some of them are in. You can actually go through all the waypoints and put them in if you want. But dump that, dump that, dump that, and yeah. Alright, that looks pretty good. So let me give you the charts again. And YMML. Alright. And they were using. Okay. So let's put you in. I do this if I have to come back. We got an engine out if something happens. This is already done.
Hey, Alpha 31, Bravo to the 8 from 1314.
Okay. Alright, so that's in. Squawk's in, that's in. We are on ground. Tower is 120.5. Right, and departure was 120. 29.4.
Whiskey Charlie, also ground runway 18 at Papa is approved. Altimeter 2969er. Taxi Charlie.
And center.
Then Hotel, Foxtrot, Cross 25.
Pedestal looks good. Let me have terrain, position, data, airport, station. I'm on the master, you're on the slave. You can have weather, station, airport, data, and position. The engine out is 151. Our heading is going to be 43. No, 30. That's good. That's good. We were cleared up to 4. And cruise is in. Alright, so that's good, that's good, that's good. Nose wheel steering is normal, got it. I need that there. And that there. Okay, auto flight system test 1 and 2. Alright, the primary flight display, artificial horizon is level, ground speed 045 on the speed tape, V1 is 141, 2 is 151, we got a heading of 030, decision height of 208 if we got to come back, local pressure of 1018, and we're cleared up to 4. I've got terrain on the nav display, and we're looking at 1018 on the standby gauge here. Alright, N1 is set, auto speed references, auto fuel flow is reset, not set for rejected takeoff, and I don't think you're going to need that anymore right now. And let's check our bottles. We got a clean board, that's looking good. Let's check TCAS, that test should be done. And stall warning 1 and 2. Alright, that's looking good. Alright, let's get ground proximity done. And we don't have enough fuel in the center tank, so let's get the APU up. Let's get that door buttoned up. Actually, I could give you that, I guess. Close that door. And we'll leave that for right now. Ground services. And we can release those stairs. Get the stairs out of here. And we're waiting on APU now. Alright, what did I miss here? A medevac. Ouch. God. Whew, man. I think he was on earlier today, Blake. I think he was on Discord, though. I don't know if he was on YouTube. But Pat738, I believe he flew today earlier with Scott. So, I know he got a ride in, so. Arizona, Rodney? Oh, yeah? Yeah, flying upside down, yeah, that ain't going to cut it. Yeah, the big thing is reality. I got to go through the entire flow myself. I don't have anybody helping me, so it does take a little bit longer. Good thing I wouldn't have to do a walk around. I'd have to bring my oxygen tank with me. By the time I got back, we'd have to freaking put in for a new flight because our time would be gone. All right, what are we looking at here? That's all looking good. APU is up. Let's get on APU, and we'll give that a minute, and then we'll go on. APU bleed. Let me get rid of the ground power. We can get rid of air conditioning now. And that is set. And let me just give that one more little boost. Then we get rid of the chocks. And we're good here. Alright, that's all looking pretty good. Let's remove that. And the doors can go bye-bye. And we can close those. Alright, we are completely disconnected now. We can get rid of you. And we are set on ground. Let me bring up the charts here. What did I say? We have runway 9. Yeah, we got a little bit of a taxi here coming up.
Winnipeg Road, Fox Alphabet X-ray is ready for taxi for 18.
And let me have you.
Alphabet X-ray, Hotel Foxtrot, Fox 25, and via Tango for 18.
Melbourne ground, good morning. Qantas 438 at ramp 18. Ready for push and start with uniform.
Qantas 436, Melbourne International Airport ground, push and start approved, face west.
Oh yeah, that's happened before. Reality Trail was getting sucked in. Yeah, one of the workers. Yeah, that's no joke. Oh, thanks Blake, I appreciate that. Alright, so we're good for push and start, so let's go ahead and get that clock going. Let's get the packs off. Pressure's good. Anti-collision lights coming on. Let's start number 2.
The golf course at 1006 is how are you guys for departure?
Not gonna hold that out. My shoulder's been bugging me.
Taxi Bravo, Tower 1183 on the trip. 906 Bravo 2 is approved, break Encore 3237, taxi Alpha. Alpha, Alpha, Alpha. Money back 560 at executive, ready for taxi. Wind Carl, altimeter 29690, taxi Bravo Alpha, contact tower 1183 on the chart.
Alright, that's stable. That's locked. Gen 2. We getting juice. Isolation's closed. Right back to auto. Pressure's good. We're starting number 1.
Ground at 1485, Alpha 4, short Alpha for 17. Mission 1485, Roger. So continue holding short of Alpha. There's traffic to be right to left in front of the United. Did you see him? Yeah, got it. Mission 1485, thanks. Behind him, cross Alpha. Alpha, behind him for west at 14.
Alright, well that's starting up. Let's see, I miss anything? Yeah, man, you got those things cranked up high enough where they're going to suck you in? Yeah. I don't think that's going to end well for anybody.
Ground runway 02, wind, calm, altimeter 29690, taxi Quebec Alpha, contact tower 1183, hold in chart. Quebec Alpha over tower, point 3274.
Alright, that's stable. Alright, let's turn around on our own power here.
Jazz 149, continue in taxi runway 02 out Alpha Charlie Alpha, altimeter 29690, contact tower 1183, hold in chart.
Ah, too bad. Alright, flaps are going to 5. Taxi light is on. TA auto. Control surface check. Very nice. Alright, let's have a quick peek. Alright, that top half is done. Exterior lights, we are good. APU is needed, it's off. We got a clean board. Flaps are set for takeoff. Transponders TA auto, weather radars auto. Flight controls are free and clear.
Question 165 ground, runway 20, wind at 240 at 9, and altimeter is 2949. Taxi out by Oscar Alpha Bravo, and call tower 1183 holding short. You'll be following the Air Canada Airbus, just right now. Okay, we check 2949.
Oh, the grayness? Yeah. Melbourne ground, good morning. Qantas 436 at gate 18. Ready to taxi to runway 9er.
Qantas 436, taxi to runway 9 via Yankee, Victor, Golf, Victor, Echo, cross runway 16, then Mike. Contact tower on 120.5 when ready for departure.
Clear to taxi to runway 9 via Yankee, Victor, Golf, Victor, Echo, cross runway 16, then Mike. Contact tower on 120.5 when ready. Alright. So, we've got Yankee over to Victor, Victor down to Echo. Echo, we're making a left. We've cleared the cross, and we're over to 9. Okay. And let's switch on over. See if we're getting transmissions. We are. Okay, very good. Alright, we're out of here. Later, Melbourne. Now, you should have... Yeah, your chart's looking pretty good. Alright, so far no flickies. I like that. We had a whole bunch of them on the way in here. Alright, Yankee to Victor. Yankee, Victor. Alright, they give us... Yep, Echo cross. I don't see no aircraft though. Alright, we're on Yankee, and we got a right coming up here on Victor. Nice and smooth, man. Much better than last run. And we came into this airport, and it was a flickering mess, so... So, this is mucho better. Alright, we got Victor down to Echo. And we're cleared to cross. Yes. Definitely got a nice mix of clouds out there. Alright, we got Echo coming up here. Little flicker there. Nobody coming in this way. That looks pretty good too. All right, Echo down to Mike. I'm liking the smoothness again. This is what it looked like yesterday before I did the earlier ride today. And then there was a flickering mess on the way in and out. I wonder if I have to run NVIDIA's app in order to run MS 2020 to get the LSS4. Because that last flight I ran it directly from, I have a shortcut that goes right to Microsoft on the desktop. I wonder if I actually have to run this through the app. No big deal, but a little flicker there. A few flickers going on there. Now Friday night, maybe the servers are getting hammered. All right, and we're coming up on Mike. Couple of flickers here and there, but nowhere near as bad as it was before. All right. Let's bring up that other chart. Now we're going direct, right? So we're out. We are direct to DOSEL, so Melbourne Tower, good morning. Qantas 436, holding short, runway 9er, ready for departure.
Qantas 436, Melbourne International Airport Tower, runway 09er, wind 125 at 8, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Qantas 436. Let's get you going. And let's have a quick peek. Antenna notification is complete. Exterior lights, we are good. Engine start, select this auto continuous. Auto throttles arm, transponders TARA auto. Parking brake release, and we're out of here. All right, 40%. Stable. Toga. Thrust set. Airspeed active. Nice and smooth again. Check. Throttle hold. We're stable through 80. A few flickers here and there. Whole lot of flickers right there. Don't like that. Gear up. Oh, that's a nice view out the left window there.
Qantas 436. Contact departure on 129.4.
Contact departure 129.4, Qantas 436. G'day. Departure Qantas 436. With you, climbing through 2800, 4000, inbound DOSEL. Yeah, we're getting some flickers in the clouds now.
Departure, radar contact cleared, direct DOSEL. Climb flight level 200.
Climb flight level 200, direct DOSEL, Qantas 436. Flaps 1. Oh, that's a great view right there. Beautiful view. Wow. Very nice. Flaps up. All right, you can have it. So far from cold and dark to climb out, we're looking pretty decent. What are we looking at? 405 miles to go to Sydney. 129 to top and climb. And we left the gate 16 minutes ago. $250 knot climb out. Beautiful. Very nice. All right, what did I miss here? Ah, they got sucked into the engine. I saw that. And with all the meds you take, you could fly. Yeah, I could fly without a plane. Hey, 747, how's it going, man? Albuquerque to Dallas, nice. That's a pretty cool run. Yeah, don't tread on me. There you go, baby. Don't flicker on me. Climb flight level 250, Qantas 436. Yeah, still got a couple of flickers on the way out. It wasn't as bad as it was on the way in, though. My last ride, on the way in or the way out. So we'll keep looking at it, see if we can iron it out. But it's definitely better than what it was. And the DLS-4 looks beautiful. All right, that's 10. And climbing up beautifully. And we're good up to 37. And at DOSEL, we should have 14.9 on the fuel. So we're looking pretty good. We're actually pretty smooth. We're going to let them run around. And let's have a peek. We can even go to standard pressure. Let's see. Autopilot's engaged and notification is complete. Cabin pressurization and temperature. We're going to monitor that. Engine bleeds are on. Pack switches to auto. APU is off. Exterior lights as needed. We are good. Engine start selectors as needed. They're off. Auto brake selectors off. Landing gears up and off. And we are set for standard pressure. Pretty cool. What? Okay. Now, you brought up meds, didn't you? Who brought up meds? My wife just came in with meds. That's your fault. Reality trailers. My wife just came in with my medication. What do you got now? Oh, a whole bunch. Oh, yeah, that's the one I don't like. Yeah, all right. Yeah, once I get that cruise, then I got to go take my meds. And we're cruising at 370 today. Let's see. Optimum is 37,400, so.
Flight level 310.
Climb flight level 310, Qantas 436.
United 120 heavy, direct Mary, contact 1817.
That's in range, and that should be 29. Rather nice view out here in Australia. A lot of green down there. I'm surprised. I thought Australia was a lot of brown. Nothing. Looks like there's bushes and stuff growing all over the place. Nice view, though. All right, climbing up beautifully. The temperature back there is nice and comfortable. N1, N2 is fine. EGT, oil pressure, temperature, quantity. Vibrations all looking pretty good. We're coming up on DOSEL 14.9 with 15.1 on the fuel right now. 10.6 when we get in. We've got 104 miles to top of climb and 377 to go. And we're going to 043 now. And we got a little ways to go before we hit that waypoint. And I'll take the weather now. You can have the terrain. See if there's anything out there we got to worry about. There was nothing in the weather briefing.
Climb flight level 370.
Climb flight level 370, Qantas 436. All right, that clears us up to cruise. Nice view. There's a lot more green down there than I thought. Nice view, though.
Yeah. 436, contact Melbourne Centre on 123.35.
Contact Melbourne Centre on 123.35, Qantas 436. G'day. Melbourne Centre, Qantas 436 with you, climbing through 21,002 for 370, inbound Hemi.
Melbourne Centre identified. G'day.
And move on over. Man, there's a lot of meds tonight. Oh, today's the end of the week. Yep. Okay. And I missed earlier today, so she just threw that one into the bunch. Thought I was going to get away with one. That's a lot of green down there. Nice. I hope you enjoyed the departure out of Melbourne. That was a rather nice view. A few flickers here and there, but all in all, not bad. Hopefully we'll have a nice ride into Sydney with an amazing view. And at least for the next 160 miles, there's no weather out there that we got to worry about. And we're climbing up beautifully. The temperature is mighty fine. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. Another 80 miles, top of climb, 354 to go. And that should be coming into range, and 2. Oh yeah, I remember that movie. Yep, he saw all those fireflies in space. Meanwhile, you got the guy sitting there poking the fire with the stick. Yeah, pretty wicked. That was a good movie. That's more along the lines of the stuff that I watch. My wife's more along the Hallmark channel, you know. Me, I'm usually NASA channel, Discovery channel, Learning channel, you know, History channel, one of those. Or documentaries from somewhere online. YouTube, Pluto, or Tubi, one of those places.
Alaska 245, contact approach 128.1. 28.1, Alaska 245.
And I really haven't noticed much ghosting effect since DLSS4 put that in the other day. Really noticeable with the aircraft that are flying around you. You can see that little trail that they leave behind before it fades out. I haven't noticed much of that at all. So that's good. And nothing really to complain about this ride. Other than the few flickers on the way out, but been a nice smooth ride since.
Line delay 600, can you comply with the altitude at Cindy, or are you too high? Which one, ma'am? Are you too high, or you can comply?
Oh, there you go. I like the likes. Yeah, the likes are good, reality drill. I like likes.
Do not exceed 29 or 0 knots. Descend via the OLA 1, except maintain 14,000.
So far, a nice uneventful ride. What are we looking at here? Another 53 miles, top of climb, 323 to go. And at Ebony, we should have 13 on the fuel. We're 13.8 right now, and 10.7 when we get in. And we got a 4-knot wind coming from 270. It's not showing here, though, but I do have it on the display on the FMC. I don't know why it's not on there. Should be on there.
Thank you for your help. Contact approach 128.1. Good day.
Looks like we might get into this second layer of clouds up in here in this mess.
492, 9.8 for 16,000. American 2492, then I'm climbing maintain level 360. 360, American 2492. Air 560 Hotel Mountain, the Montgomery Field Airport via direct warning intersection, Whiskey out of Romeo, November Echo. Victor 514, Mission Bay direct, maintain 16,000, and you can resume a normal range.
Yeah, for me to get the in-flight movies going, I actually have to make sure that they're public domain, which that's easy enough to do. And then I got to go find out whether or not they're on YouTube. And if they're on YouTube, then I can't show them because then it goes against their rules, even though it doesn't violate the copyright because it's public domain. But I guess YouTube wants you to watch the movie from them and not an in-flight movie from me. So, but that was a pretty cool thing. I could, I guess, show the same movies that I've shown over and over and over again, being that I guess they're not on YouTube.
Center Delta 2546 out of 13, climb to Dewberry Hill. Delta 2546, thank you, good evening.
Rather nice ride.
Delta 574, thank you, good evening.
I used to have Pat 738 for some of you that know Pat. Pat 738, if you look for him on YouTube, has a setup just like this. If Pat and I were flying at the same time, I would actually, instead of the in-flight movie, I would put Pat down here behind the seat. So you can actually see Pat's ride as he's putting it out, and then me as well. So that was pretty cool. But Pat and I haven't flown at the same times in quite some time. He's usually on a little bit earlier than I am. Oh, the cat's doing pretty good, Reality Trailers. He's actually looking to play. He's a little frisky now. He's definitely feeling better, no doubt about it. I don't know how many more days we have before he has to go back for his neurological check, but there's no doubt about it. He is definitely better than what he was. He's definitely feeling better. So that's a plus. And then I don't know how long after that before he goes for his MRI to see what it did to the tumor itself. So hopefully it's completely dead.
Delta 2546, contact center 127.52, is it? 2752, Delta 2546.
And that should be coming into range now.
Launch for 620, offender, just send via the OLA 1, Quebec, maintain 14,000, the altimeter 29997.
Descend via the Elbow 1 arrival, 714,000 with 29997
All right, Ebony. 13 on the fuel with 13.2. And we got another 20 miles to top of climb. 289 to go. Yeah, I'm telling you, he's used up a couple of them, Reality. He's definitely used up a couple of them. More than likely one or two before we found him in the yard. And last year, when he had that overdose of insulin, because of the doctor's instructions on the bottle. And now this. So yeah, he's at least 3.
Delta 574, contact approach 128.1, good news. 128.1, Delta 574,
And what are we cruising at here? Let's kick that up to Mach 8. They got us at Mach 7.8. We're going to go to Mach 0.8. The winds are still showing 4 knots at 270, so crank it up a bit.
Southwest 1927, any complaints from the client?
No parachutes for you. All right, we're coming up on cruise now.
Southwest 1927, center on 12677.
So from cold and dark on up to cruise, it's pretty much been an uneventful ride. It's been pretty good. Temperature's fine, pressure's good. N1, N2, EGT, oil pressure, temperature, quantity, vibrations, all looking fine. And what are we looking at here? At Ebony, we should have 13. We've got 13 right now. We should have 10.7 when we get into Sydney. And we have another 271 miles to go to Sydney. All right, let's bring that up. And we are going to 41. Clouds are starting to get a little thick, getting a little overcast out there as well, it looks like. So, no rain showing up on the display though, so that's good. Hopefully we're going to pass right over that. And it's going to open up on the back end on our way into Sydney. Alright, so that puts us at cruise at 37,000 feet. That's 35 minutes since we left the gate. Or 36 minutes, it just flipped. 23 minutes since we entered the runway. We've got 100 miles at top of descent and 265 to go. Alright, I'm going to go take my medication. And I will be back in just a minute or two.
Southwest 43, 42, approach 44, 35. 44, 35, 43, 43, good day. Staying here at 550, Sierra Papa, that is my main stage, level 230. Level 230, Sierra Papa. Staying here at 0 Sierra Papa and 075, expect hard. 805, 075, will expect hard, Sierra Papa.
Yeah, it's that barn. I'm looking for that on the airway here in Alabama.
Captain Zero on J18 before off.
Right. Center 519, phone number 330, Center Lucky 2, 340.
Jet 520, Center to 10 Lucky 1, so maintain 1 there available.
Oh, I hate that one medication. How'd we do here? I miss anything? Nope. All right, Iran, we should have 12.6 in the fuel with 12.7. And 78 miles top of descent with 2:43 to go. Oh, hey, Special Air. How's it going? Oh, you're from Canberra. Okay. Wow, cool. Yeah, I know. Flightdeck Solutions basically went 100% commercial now. So to get a flight deck like this is going to be extremely difficult. I mean, unless you get one secondhand, being that they're dealing with, you know, commercial entities like Southwest Airlines, NASA, was it BG&E or BE&E or something like that? Some freight airliner companies. So yeah, they're dealing with the real deal now. So, which is pretty cool because the flight deck is the same of what's out there. I was looking at their website the other day. So what they have is what I have. So what they're selling to these companies for 250 grand, I have in my garage. I was fortunate enough to get in 9-10 years ago when the company was dealing with you know, the enthusiast crowds like myself. So I got real lucky in picking them. And I picked them because of the exchange rate between the US dollar and the Canadian dollar. I didn't want to touch Europe because I would get slammed in Europe. It would cost me a third more. So, and I think I saved almost a third going with them. And boy, did I make the right choice because this is quality built, top notch. It's been running for 10 years now and I've changed a couple of pots. That's pretty much it. And I added backlighting to my throttle quad. And I changed the controller and a few pots in there as well. That's it. Everything else is just the way it came from them. 10 years now. Still going strong. Pretty cool. All right. No Nup is next. And we got 60 miles top of descent now. Still got a little ways to go. We put a dent in it though. Let's see, when did we get picked up on that chart? Let's bring up Sydney now. And we have Rivet 4. I guess Rivet, I would imagine. Yeah, we get picked up at Rivet. Okay. And Rivet. About 130 miles or so. We'll be on that chart. Basically, you can see there we're going to head straight in. We're going to pass over the airport, bank a left-hand turn, head on out, and then basically make a U-turn and come in on 16 left. And then we have one heck of a taxi going to gate 2 from there. Oh, all this work actually came from Flightdeck Solutions, believe it or not. There was a 6-month or 8-month lead-in time for all this stuff. So I ordered it from them. I sent them my first payment. And I waited 6 or 8 months before I got the call saying it's good to come down. And then I had Steve, one of the owners, come down here. He's their IT man. And he, myself, and another friend of mine, Mr. G, who has a flight deck like this, put it together in a week. So that was pretty cool. More, I don't know. Nah, I wouldn't say more durable. There are parts in here that are plastic, you know, like the throttle quad. But I mean, this is Jetmax. Granted, it was Flightdeck Solutions when I bought it, but they sold the company, and I would love to get one of their motorized throttle quads. But the quality in here, I mean, this is all metal and steel. Even these were taken out of a real airliner, out of the junkyard out in Arizona, and rudder pedals too, all built up. So these are real and they're heavy. So I would imagine some of the other stuff is probably built a lot better because they have to meet certain standards for being, you know, in the air. So where some of these other parts don't have to be. Like these switches, these are actual switches. These are actual switches. So these were very expensive, you know. But some of the stuff, like the push button stuff, was made, wouldn't meet the standards of being in an airliner, you know, for the fire rating and all that other stuff. But outside of that, I've had A320 pilots in here, 737, 767 pilots. 737 pilot came in here. I met him through my dentist, actually. And this is a 1-to-1 scale to his flight deck. This is the front of his plane, basically. From the aft overhead all the way down to the pedestal. This is his office, which is pretty cool. And, well, we still got a ways to go before we hit rivet. Well, what I should do, you know what, let's just do that anyway. I know we're good here already, but so we're coming in on 16 left, and if we take a look down at the bottom, from rivet we're going to track 49 to Bigham, 8,000. It gives you the whole way in, and it's going to take us right in over above the airport to TSAT, and then from TSAT we're going to hang that left-hand turn and head on up, and then swing the U-turn and come on back. So at Bigham we're above 8, Tammy we're below 9, Boogie we're above 6, and then we're on our way into TSAT. So that's all looking pretty good. And if we come and take a look at our approach into 16 left, we're going to be coming in from Tonic, yeah. So after we hang the left, when we come over this airport, we're going to come all the way up. We're going to enjoy that nice little cruise up, bang a U-turn. We could probably even come in a little bit sooner than that. But I'm not going to rush it. It's going to be my only ride today. Well, my last ride for today. So I'm going to enjoy all of it. All right, so we're going to 204 on a decision height. Elevation is 21. Alright, and missed approach 155 on the track. At 600 we got a left-hand turn to 125, and we're going to hold at 3, and that should be in here already. Yep. Very nice. That's all looking good. We're going to 155 here on the course. And our radios are going to be 110.9. 110.9. That's all looking pretty good. Tonic is 317 at Renam. Yep. Oh, that's beautiful. Alright, so that's all looking pretty good. And we can even put you in here as well. Alright, so that's good. We're pretty much set. And we're inbound. Cullen, we should have 11.6 or 11.9. We're still holding 10.6 when we get in. 219 miles to go. We've got 10 miles at top of descent. Let's get them back in their seats. And we are good all the way down, I said, to 8. And let's see who's in range here. Let's see if they're on. Santa Qantas 436. Request the Rivet 4 arrival for runway 16 left into Sydney. We're going to head on down and follow the charts anyway.
Qantas 436, cleared for the Rivet 4 arrival for runway 16 left into Sydney.
Clear for the Rivet 4 arrival of runway 16 left into Sydney. Qantas 436, thanks. Alright, so we're good for the Rivet 4. So, and Rivet will be coming up on that in another about 80 miles. So, and we're just getting ready to start our descent now. So that's 48 minutes since we left the gate, 36 minutes since we entered the runway, and we've got 165 miles to go to Sydney. All in all, it's been a great ride. And we're on our way down.
Delta 884 approach 2435. 2435 to 884.
Paranormal Flight Mysteries. Pretty cool. I have a whole bunch of that Ghostbusting stuff. I bought a whole bunch of it. I have a couple of hard cases. We've been to the Riddle House and a couple of other haunted places, which are pretty cool. I don't mind fooling around with that stuff. Trying to get my wife to go to a graveyard down here in Boca one night to go do some walking around, because there's some of them that aren't, you know, caged in, you know, gated. They're just open. So, and last time I went past it, I stopped and made it a point to see if I saw any no trespassing signs or any signs that say, you know, open between such and such and such and such, and there aren't any. So, maybe one night when it's rather nice out, we'll go down there and do some investigative work, bring my cameras with me, see if I can video some of that. That would be pretty cool. Nice. Yeah, my wife's interested, but not crazy interested, you know. I think if I brought her, she'd have a blast, but just getting her there would be like, you know. And that's 40 now. It would be nice for me to catch some of my own stuff, my own audio. I haven't caught any audio yet. I did catch that weird stick figure sitting on my my table saw there, but I haven't saw anything like that since, and I don't know if it was like an abnormality or something. So I want to hear some voices for myself. I watch this stuff on TV, but you know, who knows if they're playing around, you know, for the ratings. So I catch some of that stuff on my own. That's a different story. So far, we're looking pretty good. We are right on the money. And we're good down to 8. Pretty nice view. This is a nice ride. Matter of fact, my was it that what the heck's the name of that camera? That Go camera you wear on your head? I have one that was taken apart by a company and made so it was set up for night vision and put back together. One of those GoPros, and they hooked it up with a headband and all that. Pretty cool. Matter of fact, I used it when I was in here doing a couple of night flights. I'm sitting there looking around. From a long time ago. You're probably able to go find those flights, and it's got that greenish tint look to it. It's pretty cool. All right, Cullen, 11.7, 11.7, right on the money. 10.7 when we get in, 1:35 to go. Oh no, a beautiful ride. No complaints at all, other than maybe a few flickers on the way out. That's it. And let's see, Qantas did this ride in the real world in 1 hour 33 minutes. That's 53 minutes since we left the gate, 40 minutes since we entered the runway. So we're going to see how close we can come to the real world with this ride. Last ride, I think we were off by a minute. Not bad.
South 5001, connect approach at 124.35. 124.35, South 5001.
And we're going to 50 now.
South 2685, connect approach at 124.35.
That's a great view. I tell you, Australia's a lot greater than I thought it was. Looking at these satellite images.
Tab 382 up and running.
Qantas 436, expect the rivet for arrival. I'll have you descending in just a moment.
Yeah, we're already on our way. Yeah, Qantas 436, we can expect the rivet for arrival. All right, Johnny.
Tab 382, flying 035.
Qantas 436, affirm, expect the rivet for arrival for runway 16 left into Sydney.
Thank you. Oh, you're just getting up from a nap. Pretty cool. Orbs. I don't think I've ever seen any orbs in person. But I did have one weird experience when I was growing up. I was just a kid at the time. And myself and my brother, we slept in bunk beds in one little small room in Brooklyn, in the apartment that we were in. And I was sleeping facing the wall. And I was awake. I don't know what time it was. All I know is I was in bed. It was late. And someone sat down on my bed. I was so scared I could not turn around. That's how real it was. Someone sat in my bed. Ain't no doubt about it. The door was closed. Nobody was in our room. My brother was sleeping in the upper bunk. There was nobody there. It took me what seemed to be an hour to get the guts to actually turn around. I'm telling you, it scared me. I freaking hairs on my arm going up just thinking about it. It took me what seemed like forever to get the guts to turn around. I turned around, I looked, there was no one there. But there was an indentation of someone's ass sitting in that bed. The next day, I found out that my grandmother passed away in the middle of the night. That was freaky. That was, man, I'm telling you, whew, man, that was freaky. And that was no dream, because I got up after that.
Cleared rivet for arrival into Sydney. When you're ready to begin your descent, descend flight level 180.
Descend flight level 180 on the rivet for arrival into Sydney. Qantas 436. Yeah, we're already on our way in, brother. And let's see, we're about 40 miles out now on that arrival chart. That was the only experience that I have ever had. That's it. No other paranormal nonsense, none of that stuff. That was the only experience I've ever had in my lifetime. And that was pretty freaky. That was pretty freaky. Alright, after this we've got above 8, below 9, and above 6. And at Terrell, we should have 11.6. We're 11.6 on the fuel right now. And we'll have 10.8 when we get in. We've got 104 miles to go. All in all, it's been a great ride. The auto flight system has performed beautifully. Yeah, I never saw anything. I only, you know, when you're sitting in bed, man, and you have like one of those cheap beds, not one of those independent spring jobs, you know, you could feel when someone sits on the bed. There's no doubt about it, man. There was no, you could put me on the sodium pentothal and give me a lie detector test at the same time, and I'll tell you I'll pass, because that happened. That was some freaky stuff. So I have no explanation for that whatsoever. None. Wow, those mountains look great down there. All right, we are now inbound rivet, 27.5 miles. We should be on that chart. And just about 27 miles now. Rivet 4. Might be on there a little bit sooner, seeing how it's in the chart a little bit. Maybe we'll get on there a little sooner. I'll just send flight level 150, Qantas 436. I do have, I can't find the video. Okay. I guess he thinks I'm asking him a question. My wife caught a picture when we went to the South Fairgrounds, which is where they have the Riddle House. We were walking around the house. There's a couple there that gives the spiel about the whole house, what went on, the parlor, how they used to lay out the, the dead people. Everybody would come over and bring food, and they'd celebrate their life and talk about them and whatnot. And my wife took a picture with her cell phone, and in the window behind the woman that was giving the whole talk, she captured a picture of a skull looking right at that woman. I kid you, man, I'm telling you, I kid you not. There's no mistaking. I actually showed my dentist that. We were talking about it. And he saw it. He's like, wow. He said, that looks like a skull. I was like, yeah, right? It's not just me. He said, nope, not just you. Pretty freaky. I'd like to catch some voices myself, though, on my audio recorder. I have a nice little small Panasonic. Haven't captured anything on it, though. I've tried, but I've got nothing. They don't want to talk to me. I'll tell you, though, I get to the other side, I'm going to have a word with my grandmother. You scared the hell out of me. All right, I would say within 12 miles, we got to be on that chart. We got another 83 miles to go. So far, the auto flight system has been great. Let's see. Let's have a peek here. All right, let's see. Bleed air panel. We are set on auto. Pressurization panel. The land altitude is in. Passenger signs are on. Auto brake selector is set. Flight instruments and radios are set. Local pressure, it's 1021. Did I put that in? You did not. That's 1021 on the pressure. Recall. And we got a clean board. Landing data, VREF and minimums. I just got to put that in. And what do we have here? We're coming in at $149. All right, 110.9, 155, 155. That is looking good. I think I lost transmissions again here. All right, let's switch over. See if this is online. All right. Ghost of a Diddy. Yeah, I will admit there's some great paranormal video that I've seen, but you know what? I'm not there. I don't know if it's wired up, has any type of, mechanical device hooked up. So I'd like to catch it myself without this way, because then I know, hey, no way anybody's playing any games, pretty weird. Pretty weird reality. Yeah, there's definitely something going on outside of what we can see. No doubt about it. I don't think so. I don't think this is all there is. All right, and we're on Rivet. Rivet is 11-4. We're right on the money. And we're now on the arrival into Sydney. And that's 4-9. So we need to be above 8 at Bigham. We're 13-6 right now. And we need to be below 9 at Tammy. And then above 6 at Boogie. So far, it's been a great ride. Auto flight system has performed beautifully. And we got about a half an hour to get in to be on time. 67 miles to go now. Hey Curly, how's it going? Oh, the flight has been pretty good. A little stutter and mess my last flight, but this one's been pretty decent. DLS S4 seems to be performing beautifully. Wow, it's 10 o'clock already? Whoa. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun. It's 10 p.m. already. Wow. GPU, I've got an Asus Tough board in here, 4090. So on a list trying to get a 5090. I get one of those, then I'll sell my 4090. I've got 3 4090s and I've got 3 3090s. The 3 3090s are still sealed in the box. They're 3 remanufactured jobs from EVGA. I may sell them. I'm not sure yet. I was keeping them as just in case something goes bad, but I may just sell them. All right, we're going to be slowing at 240 now. We're above 8, and we're passing Bigham. So let's go to standard pressure. All right, how about we get ready here? Ah, what a great ride. All right, at Tammy, 11.3. We're 11.3 on the fuel, right on the money. Just about 50 miles ago. And that's below 10. And we're just about 240 knots. And let's get you set as well. And let's have a peek. Exterior lights, check set. Engine start selectors to continuous. EFIS panel, I am not on terrain. Oops, you can have the weather now. All right, we're at 9,100 right now, closing in on Tammy. We need to be below 9. We're at 9,000. We're at 8,900 and change. There you go, right on the money. And we're inbound Boogie. Boogie, we need to be above 6. And then we've got 4, and we're holding at 3, so. Little flicker there. Nice view. Very nice view. Oh yeah, Air Force One, yeah. Where you kick the guy in the face, get off my airplane. Yeah, that was a great line. Modifications, the only modifications that I really done is I've added backlighting to the Jetmax throttle quad. I changed the controller that was in here, along with a few pots. I put in a couple of, what do you call those, optical encoders. So I did the same thing in the MCP. And then I just added flight illusion gauges. Can't believe the company's out of business. Man, they made some great stuff. And that's pretty much it as far as any alterations and changes that I've done. That's pretty much status quo. All right, we're 7,700 descending. We need to be above 6 at Boogie, which we're going to be. For runway 16 left and right. We're going to 16 left. And then we're going to be taxiing to gate 2. Yep, 6 days and 7 nights. That's another one too, yeah. Yep. And in that movie, he had skills. That's actually, yeah, we can come on in. And let me have you. Actually, we can go. Yeah, that was another pretty cool movie. Lucky he was able to fix the pontoon. Oh, look at all the skyscrapers down there. Wow, nice. Beautiful. There's our airport right down there. Very nice. Yeah, this is nice. We're going to be coming in over the land instead of coming in from over the water. So we should have a nice view of some city buildings down there. Some houses. Yeah, Patriot Games. Yeah, another good movie from Ford. Yeah, he's made a couple of boo-boo mistakes that you would think it's time to pull a license. I mean, landing on a taxiway and yeah, some of the stuff that he's done is just, you know, you're getting old, man. It's time. You know, you're a movie star. Pay somebody to fly you around. You can play when you're in the air, but when it counts for landing, you know, you'll have them take over. That's all. Or just keep an eye on you. You can do the flying if you want, but they'll just keep an eye on you. All right, we're going to hit 340. And that's an hour since we entered the runway. Hour and 12 minutes since we left the gate. And we're just passing over our airport now. Nice view. Nice mellow ride. Nice mellow ride into Sydney. We'll take our time since this is the last flight of the day. I'm in no hurry. Couple of flickers going on there.
Push 2435, Southwest. 4124, you have one waiting.
Yeah, we should have a nice view on the way in. And you know what? We're going to stay right at... We're holding at 3, I said, yes? Yeah, we're holding at 3, okay. Yeah, we'll head all the way out past Tonic. And then we'll swing the U-turn. Enjoy every bit of this. The coast looks great. Water coming up on the shore, and then it's turning from that blue into that green. Beautiful. Very nice. Never gets old, that view. Alright, we're off that chart, so let me bring up you now. And I said we're doing the ILS localize into 16 left. There we are, right there. Yeah, we're getting some flickers now. All around again. I wonder if it's the clouds. Nah, I don't think so, because we had clouds on the way out. I don't know. Very strange. Very, very strange. Yeah, except for the flickers. Pretty good ride. Alright, let's head in. Let's head in and let's slow up, shall we? Those trees look a little weird. Give me flaps 1. Let's start slowing down here. What are we coming in at? Buck 49. Give me 5. Speed check. Yeah, flickers are back. Gonna have to do some more work on it. Well, I got the airport and the runway. And we'll go right to 10. And we're holding at 3, I said. Yes. And I'll have that now. You can have that. Sydney Tower, Qantas 436, 10-mile final, runway 16 left.
Qantas 436, Bankstown Tower, wind 260 at 3. Runway 29 center, cleared to land.
Negative. Request runway 16 left. That's already
Qantas
set.
436, wind 260 at 4. Runway 16 left, cleared to land.
Clear land, Qantas 436. Alright, give me the gear. Yeah, I don't like those flickers. And give me 15. Speed check. 25. Speed check. And 30. Let me have you, and you. My bird. I got control. Lights, engine start selectors, auto brake, speed brake, landing gear, flaps, and they have been notified. 10 notification complete, speed brake is on, landing gear down, 3 greens, and flaps are set for for landing. Yeah, getting some bad flickers here. And we're coming in on 16 left. Pooh.
Get speed 885, it's on the visual approach, so put 17. Get speed 885, tower 34010, best 15, runway 17, clear to land. Middle land 17, get speed 885, approaching 16. Thank you. Hello. Thank you for it, we're going so much, you know.
Man, there's a ton of flicker going on here. Flicker City. Big flickers. Big flickers. Oh, making it hard to freaking fly here, Louie. What are you doing here? What do you think? I got a freaking 386 computer. I don't know what the heck this is all about. Are you gonna? I wonder if the computer's gonna crash on me, because that's what it looks like. Like it's memory loss or something. Very weird. Oh, easy. Watch the speed, Louie. Wow, that was some bad flicker. Ooh, easy there, Louie. Easy. Easy. That's up, that's up. You can go to T8, you can go to test. Yeah. Pretty cool ride. Except for those stutters. Except for those flickers. Pay attention, Louis. What are you doing? Did they tell us to go to tower here? Wow, look at the flickers going on here, man. What the hell? You think I got a cheap computer? Let's have a quick peek here. Exterior lights as needed. We're good. APU, we're getting that up and running now. Your damper is off. Window heat switches are off. Probe heat switches are off. Wing and engine anti-ice off. Engine start selectors as needed. They're off. Auto brake selectors off. Speed brake is down. Flaps are up. Transponders TA auto weather radar set to test. Alright, we're looking pretty good. And ground is what? Ground. 121.7. Sydney ground, Qantas 438 with you at T5, looking to go to gate 2.
Qantas 436, Sydney ground, taxi to parking via Bravo, Charlie, cross runway 16 left, then Delta, contact apron on 119.999 for further instructions.
Taxi to parking via Bravo, Charlie, cross runway 16 left, then Delta, contact apron on 119.99 for further instructions. Qantas 436. And that's already in. Okay, let's go, baby. Set up. Oh, the stutters are gone now. Where'd the stutters go? Right? No stutters now. Oh, there's one flicker. Now Friday night, I wonder if their servers are getting slammed. That's why I prefer flying offline with all this data. Are you running here or what, Louis? Well, let's go, Johnny. Alright, we got this all the way down. Clear the cross over to... I don't see that here. Oh, okay, we're going to go down to Bravo. Bravo, okay. So we've got Tango, Tango to Lima, Lima to Bravo. Alright, APU is up. And we can kill number 2. So from runway to runway, that was what, hour and 15 minutes? We're an hour and 28 minutes. So we got 5 minutes to get in, basically. And we're on time. So, well, we got a decent taxi here. I hope you enjoyed today's ride. Sorry about the flickers and stutters and whatnot. Back to the drawing board, take another look. I wonder if it's all the vegetation. Seems to happen when there's a lot of vegetation. Oh, easy there, Louis. What do you think, you're southwest? And that's a minute. Electric, yep. Hydraulics should be next. There's hydraulics. Very good. Well, I got 2 rides in today. Little stutters on the front and back end, but in between was pretty cool. Alright, so we're coming up to Lima to Bravo. Right, Lima, Bravo. Alright, we got a left here on Lima. Man, look at these flickers. Jesus. That just completely destroys the entire view. Alright, and Lima. Lima to Bravo. Right. Should have just gave us Charlie the whole way down. Right? Yeah. Should have gave us Charlie the whole way down. Alright, Bravo, Charlie. I don't know why they have us going to Delta. There's no reason to go to Delta. And then contact Apron. We'll contact Apron once we cross on Bravo. And we're going to... And we got to go all the way down. We were in the domestic 1. All the way in the corner. You don't get much of a more of a taxi than this one, boy. Little bridgeway here. The big airport. But these flickers are unacceptable.
We could just go to our gate, it's still open. Yeah, but I got people in the
Alright, we got this all the way down.
Yeah, we can go right to it and then we hold them. Okay, copy that. You can go straight ahead.
Let's have a peek here. And we cleared across. Get through this quick.
6180. See where that gas stop you right there, then make a right on Mike, cross 2-step right, and contact ramp stop.
That would be 175, cross to the right,
Now we're over to Charlie. Right over to Charlie.
Storm 5-1, contact with the 60
Stop up to 2197, cross Bravo 2, that's the ramp.
Charlie on down and then contact ramp control. Alright. Hope there's a piece of cheese at the end of this maze. I'll tell you, it wouldn't be bad if it wasn't for all these flickers. That's annoying.
Round up, point up to the side, is clear. Shoot the last guy and have to go on the next side. That's round up, on the side.
Let's switch on over. Eureka, I think we're finally here. And that puts us, what, 2-3 minutes late? Now, that long taxi definitely had a hand in that. Most definitely. Ramp control, Qantas 436. With you at Charlie Bravo 1, looking for gate 2. We should be down here in the corner.
Ground to Flightdeck. I don't understand. Please clarify your request.
Looking to taxi to gate 2. I'll find it. Dude's a little confused. Wow, look at the markings over here. They're all screwy. Well, we're going to take this right here. What a stuttering mess. Gate reassignment. I'm going to do this run again after I see if I can figure out how to get rid of the stutters. This was pretty cool. I like this airport. Pretty nice. Oh, that looks a little weird. It's disconnected. And let it run around. Alright, let's take a look at you. Action services. Set the chocks. Give me ground. Give me air conditioning. And let's see if the gate's going to get here. Alright. Here come the gate. Let's go back to a normal frequency here.
American 2066, descended maintain 13,000.
Alright, here comes the gate.
Okay, down to 13,000.
Let's get the doors open.
26 feet.
Alright, ground power is available, AC. So, ground power is available, confirm. And we're gonna go on unconditioned air. Yo, oh, been in here with all that on. What's the matter with you, Johnny? That's all looking good, that's looking good, that's looking good. That's on standby. I'm out here blinding everybody. Electrical power, AP or ground, we're on ground. Are we? Yes? Yes. Alright, and we're set for unconditioned air, and we are, yes. Fuel levers to cut off, anti-collision light is off, yes. Passenger signs are off. Fuel pump switches are off. Galley power is off. Window heat is off. Hydraulic pumps, electric 2 and 1 are off. Exterior lights as needed. And you should be on steady, Louis. Flight directives are off. Chocks in position. Oh, chocks are in position. Parking brake can come off. Oh, I'm done fighting with this chair. I gotta go spray this thing as soon as I get out of here. Alright, IRS select is to off. Let's shut down completely. Emergency exit lights off. Exterior lights are off. Bleed air. And you are set. You should be open, actually. Start select is going back to both AP or ground power. Disconnect ground. AC/DC select is to standby. Battery power is off. And I'm going to get some grease for this chair right now, boy. Alright, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that ride. I had a blast like I always do. And for those of you that joined me tonight, I always enjoy the company and the conversation along the way. I hope I didn't miss anything as far as the conversations are concerned. Oh, the stuttering mess, Alex? Yeah, I hear you, brother. I hear you. Let's see. Noise, fun as always. My computer could barely run. That's the way this flight just seemed on the back end, that's for sure. Alright, Reality Trailers, man. Have a good night, brother. Alright, now we'll catch everybody on my next run. Alright, hope you enjoyed that ride.